Right, these are the fresh ingredients.
Yes, Sam?
Yeah, you're learning how to make them. This is aubergine and potato.
Yes.
That's 2 to 3 tomatoes, depending
Yes.
on what kind of tomatoes. That's 1 medium onion.
Yes.
And that's 3 potatoes chopped into pieces. That's 1 medium to large aubergine chopped into pieces, quite large pieces. And I'm also going to put a little bit of red pepper, chopped pepper.
Okay.
And maybe some green chilies, red chilies. Now I've got coriander, which we'll add at the end, and a little bit of fenugreek. Yeah, so you can see that this is the fenugreek. That's what it looks like.
Unusual, Sam.
Yes, I know, but we'll come back to this when we've added the spices. Yeah. Yeah, all your hard work. Now these are the spices we're going to add. There's a teaspoon of black peppercorns and a teaspoon of coriander seeds. What I'm going to do, I'm going to roll them up into the tissue and crush them into quite big pieces so they're not whole. The spices that will be going in will be a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of garam masala, a bit more coarse black pepper to taste, maybe half a teaspoon. The black pepper is already there, as you can see. We're going to use about half a teaspoon of mango powder. The coriander seeds also, as you can see, are in there waiting to be crushed. The turmeric powder, maybe 1 teaspoon, maybe a little bit less. And you can either put crushed chilies or you can put chili powder. It's up to you. I prefer crushed chilies. Now this is what the coriander, and after it's been crushed, coriander and black peppercorn. And as you can see, it's all gone into little pieces. Most of it has. Doesn't matter if 1 or 2 pieces are whole. Now I would also add zira, cumin seeds whole, and that would be about a teaspoon as well. Now you put the pan on the heat, just let it warm up.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done that on the video so you can see that. When it starts warming up, can you put the seeds into the pan? Okay. Into the hot pan. Dry. We're going to dry roast them for about a minute or so. Okay. The quantities are written down so you don't need to remember them. Okay, and now the teaspoon of cumin seeds. You can just pour it out. You can just pour it out. I'll tell you when to stop.
So if that's 1 teaspoon.
Yeah. That's it, go on. All in, that's it. Now we just let that roast for a minute or so.
Right, okay. Roast this dry.
Yeah, if you roast it, then it will give you a nice aroma.
Seeds.
Yeah, give a very nice aroma.
Okay, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds.
Okay, that's roasting away there. Let's wait for that to warm up, we'll come back. Okay, that's the smoke coming off there. Now we're going to add some oil to this.
Okay.
And this is going to be, now this is a cooking spoon, so that's 1. That's 2. Let's see how that looks. I'll tell you, I'm not sure in quantities. I would put another 1 more in. So 3 altogether, this size, which would be about half a cupful, I think. Just over half a cupful. Put the onions in now.
So is that a low heat you put in?
I've put it on low heat now, yeah. Otherwise the onions will burn as soon as you put them in. Yeah, so reduce the heat. Now get the onions and put just the onions in. Okay. Go on, don't be. And don't forget to concentrate.
Oh, you're so funny.
Okay.
Right, hang on.
That's
Your
it.
hair on. Right.
That's in. Yeah.
Okay.
Now get the wooden thingy and just give it a stir. Okay. Just let the onions soften.
Okay.
It'll take about 2 minutes or so on low heat.
Okay. So
You can adjust the heat as you go along,
Okay.
so you can turn the heat up a little bit if you want. As you can see, the onions are beginning to soften now because it's been about a minute and a half. We're now going to add the tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, so just throw the tomatoes in. Now you have to remember this, yeah, when you're putting the tomatoes in.
Yes.
Yeah, just add the tomatoes and mix them in. Yeah, that's 2.5 to 3 tomatoes
Okay.
for 1 aubergine. Now you're going to mix that in. But as you can see, now you put the tomatoes in, the temperature will cool right down. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooled right down. So just turn the
Well, you
heat.
can't really tell. It's still sizzling, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can tell it's going to take ages if you leave it on that medium
Okay.
heat. So you turn the heat up for a few seconds. Full. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Right. Now let them soften.
Okay.
Now that's on high heat. Now the tomatoes are beginning to soften a little bit. I would
Okay.
just turn the heat down a little bit, maybe about half. That's it. That's it. That's too less. That's it.
How
That's
do you know it's too
it.
much?
I know these things.
Okay. Can I just too less? Oh, I don't know.
That's too much.
You're
A bit
taking-
less. Bit less. Bit less. Too less. Bit more. That's it. That's it.
Are you
Now-
taking the mick out of me?
No, we're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic, crushed garlic, and about 1.5 of ginger paste into that mixture now.
Thing is though, how am I going to tell when you went a bit too high, a bit too low, a bit too...
You have to put the garlic and ginger in.
No, how would I know?
You have to put the garlic and ginger in.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah?
Yeah, teaspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that's enough?
A bit more.
All right.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because garlic is very
It's
nice.
hard to put too much in.
Yeah.
Go on. A bit more. That's it. Yeah, go on. That's it. Now mix that in. That's on medium heat, don't forget.
It's hard to know.
Okay, that's in. That's mixed in.
Yeah?
That's fine. Let that cook for about a minute or so. Right, now that's all mixed in and cooked for a minute or two, we're going to add the aubergine.
How do you tell?
We need to add the aubergine. That's the aubergine.
What's the urgency?
Because it'll go wrong if you don't do things on time. That's where you maybe go wrong. Maybe you're a bit too casual in your attitude when you're cooking. Now mix that in. Okay. Now we're going to add the spices.
Okay. Is that mixed in?
Yeah, that's mixed in.
Okay.
We're going to add the spices.
Okay. Right. Coriander powder.
Teaspoon.
What have you done now? Reduce the heat.
No, you can't make a note of everything, otherwise you'll be writing forever.
Right. A
Right,
teaspoon.
teaspoon of coriander.
More?
Yeah, a bit more. Okay, you'll have to be quick.
Okay, teaspoon.
Half of garam masala.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Coarse black pepper.
Yeah,
How much?
teaspoon. Coarse black pepper. Okay,
Black pepper. You done that?
done that, done
You've done the
that,
seeds,
done that.
Coriander, turmeric.
Yes, just under a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chili, amateur powder.
Yeah, about half a teaspoon. That's mango powder.
No. Shit.
Put it in, it's alright.
All
Put
of it?
Yeah, put it
It's
in.
loads.
It's alright.
Crushed chilli.
Crushed chili, let's see what 1 teaspoon looks like, I'm not sure.
Yeah?
More. That's it, 1 more. So that's 2. Now they can vary in strength depending which brand you buy, so
Okay.
we're guessing with that 2. Now you can add the salt as well.
Okay. Where is
Salt,
the salt?
I'll put the salt in, but you just need to remember it's going to be about, let me see. Try that. Right, a bit more.
I know I should have scattered it, sorry.
Okay, now about 1.5 I think in total. And you can add to taste. Now give it a stir. As you can see, the oil will all disappear. It's going to get soaked up by the aubergine. Okay. Right, we're going to chop some fenugreek, just a small amount. As you can see, it's not much. It's just a little, a few stems, and chop that into pieces. And we're going to add that fenugreek to the aubergine.
Okay.
It will just boost all the flavors a little bit. The fenugreek's been chopped, as you can see. Added, it needs to cook, not like coriander, which is usually put at the end of the
Garnish.
dish. This will cook into it to boost the flavors a bit. Yeah, is it sticking at the bottom? We're on low heat at the moment to avoid it sticking.
Yeah.
Now we're going to add the potatoes.
Oh, it is sticking.
Yeah, it's alright. Add the potatoes.
Okay.
The water will start coming out the aubergine within a minute or 2. Don't worry. Just mix the potatoes in. That's it. Just turn the heat up a little bit. Well, turn it on full. Turn it on full. This is not a hard and fast rule. It's because when you've added the potatoes, the temperature has dropped in the pan. So turning it up full heat will raise the temperature, and as it starts to raise, we turn it back down. We turn it back down. We turn it back down.
Oh, am I turning it back down?
That's down, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Now just give it one final stir, make sure it's not sticking at the bottom. Okay, now we're going to put the lid on and leave it on low heat for about 10 minutes.
You don't need any water or anything?
No, we don't need any. We don't need any water. It's on low heat, it won't stick.
Okay, Zam, please yourself. You seem to know what you're doing.
You need to put the top on it.
Where's the top there?
And that is more or less going to cook by itself.
Okay, right.
And you can continue with your writing.
Do you mind? Did you let the fenugreek cook for a minute or 2, or not really?
No, it doesn't matter.